everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm very excited to introduce Safi, who is my naturopath.
Hello.
So for those of you that follow me, my first ever YouTube video was actually about going off the pill, and it was something that I was very passionate about at the time because Safi had helped me clear my acne. So through a combination of herbs, Vitex, tracking my cycle and using good skincare and eating well, like I also cut out dairy. Safi encouraged me to cut out dairy. I managed to regulate my hormones. I now have a 28 to 29 day cycle, and you know, it does vary when I get stress, cortisol, all the rest of it, but otherwise I'm pretty much on track. So we did receive a lot of questions, so what I've done is generalized each question, and then I've added like 2 or 3 case studies at the end, which are true case studies. I haven't used your names. Obviously Safi is a professional.
So I'm qualified naturopath and clinical nutritionist.
Okay.
I'm doing my master's in public health at the moment at the University of Queensland. I'm very passionate. I love what I do.
She is very passionate and she knows a lot.
A little strict.
Yeah.
A little, but I work with my clients pretty well, I hope so.
Yes.
The deal is, unfortunately, it's the pattern before and after your pill.
Okay.
So if you go before your pill, have a cycle and regular cycle, the expectation after you stopping the pill, it will be the same. A full cycle, regular and normal cycle. So we consider a regular period from 26 to 32 days. If you have a pattern of 32 days always, that's your pattern. It doesn't have to be 28 days, guys. So this is a common thing as well. It depends,
I guess.
But your period wasn't regular, it was irregular.
Yeah.
So that's why it will take a bit of time to put you in a pattern.
Okay.
That's why we suggested Vitex, for example, because it regulates your progesterone and estrogen.
Okay.
So, and it will be 3 months. It usually takes me 3 months to regulate.
And that's actually true for me. It took me about 3 months to
that's
actually...
to get a pattern again.
Yeah.
But you have to be in something.
Yeah.
You don't need to prepare your body, just know what's the underlying cause, what causes your problem, why you don't have a cycle, why you don't have a regular cycle. So answer those questions first, and then you will know how to regulate your period, to prepare yourself.
And so that leads us into our next point, and Safi actually was explaining it before I started filming, and hormone testing. So I actually did get a hormone test at the beginning, and a lot of people, like, it saves people a lot of time and money.
Everybody is individual, and this is what I wanted to say. Your case is unique.
Yeah.
So don't follow Dr. Google.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
Not in my clinic.
Yeah.
And get to know who you are. Maybe your body is reacting to different things, and your hormones are not just the hormones. It can be thyroid hormones. It can be cortisol hormones.
Yeah.
So it depends. Where's your hormone? It's not just the hormonal female hormones stuff. But I invest always in something like that.
So this is literally a case study. So this is one of Safi's clients. You can't see the name, don't worry.
So yes, I hide the name.
Yeah.
So this female, actually, when she came to me, she has polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Yeah.
We didn't know this until we did that hormonal test.
Yeah.
She had no cycle without the pill.
Yeah.
So when I did the 28-day cycle, because she has no regular period, so I did the whole months.
Okay.
And it showed me the pattern of each hormones, estrogen, progesterone, and also testosterone. And her testosterone came to the roof.
Let's just show that quickly.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's in red.
Yeah.
The testosterone was so high.
Okay.
And that made me think, oopsie, that can be PCOS.
Right.
So I went and I investigated further, and we did scan, and she had severe PCOS.
Okay. So how do you, because I did actually get a few girls who thought that they had PCOS. So obviously if you think you have PCOS, you should probably go and get it tested.
Yes, please.
So obviously do you get a hormone test, but do you also go and get an ultrasound?
Unfortunately, the blood hormonal test I don't really prefer. It's a snapshot. It's not clear. This is a saliva hormonal test. It's good to invest in something like that. It's more clear, it's more accurate. So that's what I start.
And how much are these usually?
It's around 150.
Okay, guys, $150 to know your hormones is literally nothing. I actually paid more. I remember I got a quote. But
it depends on who did that, because I don't charge further. It depends on your naturopath. It depends on your doctor. I don't have a profit on this. I just let
them go straight there. So definitely, like, a hormone test is invaluable to understanding your hormones. I used to take so many different supplements and trial all these different things. I spent like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on figuring out like what my hormones were, and you know, tracking my cycle all the time. And tracking your cycle is amazing. Like, I still do it because it's good to present to a naturopath. But yeah, I think fundamentally, if you're having a lot of issues, you're having cysts, you've got hairy chin, you've got hairy nips, no, you should probably check.
But hair, usually when you have hair, a lot of hair, that's testosterone. That's the male hormones.
Nicola has testosterone.
But that can contribute to PCOS as well.
So
we need to know that. Acne is a cyst, and cyst happens from the blood. So skin is a route of elimination. So something from inside is trying to excrete, it's trying to get out. So it can be food related. So we already have a lot of cyst in our blood. Don't feed it. Remember, I strict your sugar and your dairy, because dairy and sugar will produce more cyst and produce more mucus. And that's no for acne. You keep feeding the acne. So that's why strict your dairy and sugar. Give it 2 weeks.
So also, when you eat dairy, you don't get it like the next day, do you? It would come out like 3 weeks later or something.
It depends. So there's something called IgA. That's your bowel reacting to your dairy. And there's IgG, that's your immune fighting your dairy. So you will feel bloated, discomfort instantly after having dairy. That's your bowel reacting. And then in 2 days later, you'll have a big massive cyst. Or your immune start to react. Remember that skin is your first route of elimination. And it's a defense as well. Vitex is if you want a quick, easy fix, if you're not gonna see your naturopath, just get a good quality Vitex. You need 1 gram. I'm not advertising for a brand, but Fusion, it's good.
I love Fusion. Fusion is like one of my favorite ones.
It's on the shelf. It's good one. Other brand that really work, my favorite would be Primula. I don't know if you.
Oh my god! When I was in high school, Mum didn't want me to go on the pill, so she made me take Primula.
So when you came to me, you presented with anxiety and depression.
True.
And you came for skin, and that's where I dig deeper for your hormones.
And also, I was waking up at like 2 a.m.
Okay, that's a liver sign as well. So the herbal liquid, it's a prescription only, unfortunately. It's a herbal mix. We mix different type of herbs to target the whole body. So this is the beauty of the liquid herbs. It's disgusting. Liver works from 1 to 3 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. So that's the concept of liver detoxing. So if you wake up during that night at 1 to 3 a.m., that means your liver is trying to detox, and it's really struggling. So it wakes you up. Wake up the brain. I'm struggling. So
and that's why you wake up quite, because I would wake up super alert, and I'd
be like, and thinking and mind race. That's absolutely liver trying to detox. And if you drop like a nap around 1 to 3 p.m.
And that was the same. At work, I was falling asleep at my desk, and I'd go and eat chocolate to try and pick me up.
And this is where the liver's trying to detox again. So when we did the liquid herbs, I was helping metabolizing and cleansing your liver.
This is where we're going to touch on vaginal excretion, but let's just start with contraceptive methods first.
Okay, so none of the natural contraceptive, unfortunately, is 100% safe. And I have to be honest. Even the pill, you can fall pregnant while you're taking the pill, or the condoms and all of those stuff too. So we have to be really careful. If you don't have a pattern of a cycle, unfortunately, I can't comment on that. So if you have a cycle of 28 days, so first 7 days is safe, last 7 days are safe, and in the middle, that's the one that you have to be extra cautious.
I actually do, like, obviously I'm not on a pill, so I do use condoms.
Yes.
But also if I'm in my ovulatory window, which was what Safi was just talking about, I will tend to either avoid sex or I will be extra careful. Like, we're talking condoms and pull-out method at the same time.
That's the thing,
So,
pull off. That's the main thing.
pull off, get off.
So 2 methods we can do that. Check your temperature every day for 3 months. Don't underestimate that, guys. It's a bit of homework, but at least you have a pattern. So you know when is your temperature drops, that's when you're ovulating. Also your mucus, your exchange in the vagina. Sorry, I'm a naturopath. I'm allowed to talk about that.
You can say vagina, the vagina.
So that when you're, okay, this is the thing. When you're ovulating, you will see that the exchange is getting milky, thick, it stretches. Don't hesitate to see and touch it and get that exchange.
Next time.
That's it. When you are in that window, keep tracking your exchange and see how thick it is. It would be very obvious. You won't miss. After the mucus gets so thick, it becomes very white and clear and a lot. You will see that's a lot of exchange, and that's because of the sperm gets swim, and that's an environmental to carry the sperm easier.
It is interesting to know that when you do get that thicker discharge, and it's like really, that's disgusting. I don't want to even do that. But you know what I mean. That does mean that
thrush
obviously
will make it smell very smelly, and it's yellow. No, when you ovulate, it doesn't go yellow. It goes white, milky white.
Okay.
So yeah.
So if you got milky white juice in your panties,
you're ovulating.
You're ovulating, guys.
You're ready.
I'm not on the pill and have symptoms of dry, pimply skin, cysts on my chin and jawline, and hair loss. Are these symptoms related to hormone imbalance?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But she mentioned a couple of things that can be related to her thyroid.
Okay.
Hair loss, specifically, if you lose a lot of hair, that can be thyroid dysfunction.
Okay.
And here is the link. So if she has underactive thyroid or overactive thyroid, that can stop regulating your hormones as well. So the thyroid gives the signals to your ovaries. Ovulate. Thyroid is more of nutrition.
Okay.
So you need iodine, selenium, and vitamin D.
Okay.
That's the main supplements for the thyroid. There's some certain herbs for the thyroid as well. If there is underactive thyroid specifically, there's a lot of herbs, but it's mainly nutrition. Okay. So if you have underactive thyroid, you don't have periods. If you work on your thyroid, you'll get your period.
I went off the pill 3 months ago to see whether my natural cycle was regular. I didn't get my period for 9 to 10 months and because she went overseas, I remember. So I didn't get my period for 9 to 10 months, and when I went to the doctor, he suggested I may have PCOS. Upon visiting a gyno, results showed I didn't have PCOS. The doctor found I was low in estrogen, so suggested I go back on the pill to boost my estrogen levels, because it's also important for bone density. Is there anything natural I can take to boost my estrogen to promote ovulation?
Of course, there's a lot of herbs can do that. I will still stress on the Vitex. It can regulate your progesterone and estrogen as well, not just progesterone. Depends on her age as well. And if her cycle is before going on the pill was irregular, she will face the same thing. The saliva hormonal test is the most accurate, and urine hormonal test is the most accurate.
Yeah.
Blood is a snapshot. It's not clear.
Okay, so my final question is related to sore breasts.
Yes.
So a girl came to me and she said that just before her period, she gets really, really swollen breasts and water retention, and it sort of changed. Like, she never used to get those symptoms, but since going off the pill, she finds she gets it more regularly. What is this usually a symptom of?
It's symptoms of low progesterone. So usually acne, sore boobs and back pain, it's related to low progesterone. And that's probably she was on a progesterone pill.
Okay.
And that's why she was no symptoms of breast tenderness or swell.
Yeah, I would definitely suggest from experience and from Safi's experience to have one of these tests done, because I do think they really show a really great snapshot of your cycle. Not everyone's cycle is the same, we're all individual. So thank you very much, Safi. I'm sure she'll be back.
Yes, it's fun.
I'll leave her details in the link below. It's probably gonna, like, from my last YouTube video, she got
a lot of clothes.
And she was like, where are these coming from?
I had to see
this. But yeah, I'm sure we'll hear from her again. And if you have any more questions, please comment them in the section below and we might include it in our next video. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you in my next video.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you. Bye.